Hi, friends. It's me, host Eric, host of Talking with People. And this evening, I want to, before I head off to Denny's here, which is why I'm got some warm weather clothing on, I want to talk about feelings, expression, and responsibility as a media producer and a community whatever you want to call me. A place where the buck stops, you know? So I took down a video recently entitled An Hour and a Half of Earth's Stupidest Woman. I took it down because Courtney called, asked me to take it down, and was hurting, you know? The thing is, that's what I don't ever really want to do, is hurt people's feelings. I don't want to hurt people's feelings. Courtney never really hurt my feelings at all. But it's why we gotta be vulnerable, right? For as long as she's fighting me, she's either right or wrong. And if she's fighting me in ways that are particularly defamatory, and she's wrong, then she's gonna get the truth. Something I always use. The only tool that matters. But she shows me her human side, namely tells me the truth that she wants me to take it down because it makes her feel bad, then I'm happy to take it down. Even though that video was gold. It already had hundreds of views and more than it had something like 15% thumb rate, which is insanely high, either up or down. I still took it down, and my only condition really was that she not try to blame me for doing something wrong in the same process as asking me to take it down, which she did again. But I said, Courtney, you're not going to blame me for anything. I didn't do anything wrong. If you want me to take it down as a favor to you, I will. If you don't want me to take it down for that reason, and that reason alone, then I'm not going to. So, that's my particularness. That there has to be fairness. Fairness, no matter what. There has to be fairness. But not beyond. To me, there's no fairness in punishment that's not naturally occurring. I don't want to rub any salt in anyone's wounds. I don't want to make girls cry. You know, I totally don't. That's the simple reality of it. I feel guilty per se. I was sitting here feeling guilty a little while ago. I was like, oh, yeah, Eric, what are you doing? Like I had anything to feel guilty about. And the woman defamed the shit out of me. But it's hard to be mad about it, really, because it wasn't very effective at all. And I don't feel okay about saying, well, because I can justify it, it's always okay if I can justify it. You know, can I justify leaving that video up? Saying, suck it? Yeah. But I would never do that knowing that somebody's crying about it. I just can't do it. And once my enemy is crying, I have no more spite in me. I have no more anger. It's all exhausted. What if you want to run afoul of me, when you make a mistake, try to blame me. If you want to not have any problems at all, when you make a mistake, ask me to help you fix your mistake. No problems. I'm helpful. I've gotten increasingly responsible as a video maker over the past, I don't know how many months, but it stems from lots of different factors. I'm growing up a little bit every day in some sense, trying to understand both this role I have, the responsibilities that come with it, the expectations others have, understanding the vulnerabilities of others to bad thinking, for example. After a full day of Courtney yammering them about her position, I came in and everybody started throwing her positions at me. I'm not saying they were guilty of bad thinking. I'm just saying that people get swayed to believe one thing or another thing, often by what they've heard most recently or what was said in an impassioned fashion. And it's impossible to say who or if any of the people assembled in that instance had been so swayed. They could have just been restating their positions, getting clarification on it. It is good to hear both sides, for sure. I'm glad she got to say her side. Except, we're talking about a video that anybody can watch. You don't need to hear our interpretations of it. We're arguing about our interpretations of a conversation that we could watch directly. Anyway, as a general rule, I think this is revelatory of what it means to be in a community in which the final decision maker, so to speak, or buck stops here person is entirely principled and particularist, which, to explain, means I adhere to principles as an underlying justification for my metaphysics, but I apply those principles in an entirely particularist way, which is why we don't have any rules around here. It's entirely fair, and there are no rules to apply fairly. Because the fairness of the place relies upon my inherent fairness and nothing else. I mean, everyone else's inherent fairness too. But what sets the tone for the community's pro-fairness modality is that I prioritize fairness over even the things we're being fair about almost every single time. And like a situation like this, I can justify everything that I've done, no problem, under this fairness criterion. She's been abundantly unfair, I've been abundantly fair. However, saying that doesn't exactly account for our respective differences of position and role and life experience and yada yada yada. I get entirely that sometimes people don't, young people and stuff, sometimes might find themselves making shit that they're not proud of. Which brings me back full circle. People come in here and they have a conversation and they're really embarrassed by how they come across in a given video or something. Anyone's totally welcome to ask me to take stuff down if it's a legitimate example of, like, you know, I mean, unless otherwise, I will almost always take it down with just one request at most, and I mean, like one request plus a little bit of time to do it. It shouldn't require more than one request to take something down. I can't remember an instance when it has. Maybe I have a couple of them. So. But the thing is, I don't have a problem with that, provided it's not ongoing requests, you know, because it shouldn't be thought of as a license to control content distribution around here. It should be thought of as a get out of jail free card that you can re-ups when you use it too. It's not like I'm saying you can only do that once or something. I'm just saying have the right attitude about it. And that's the bottom line about everything around here. It doesn't matter whatever it is the thing you're saying is. It matters that you have the right attitude about it and are fair about things. So that's what matters, is the fairness part. If you ask me to take down several videos, but you know there actually are several examples of you being shit-faced drunk and causing problems and shit, I'll take them all down and I'll just be like, yeah, okay, well, but you need to stop doing that because eventually I'm going to stop taking them down. But I'll kind of indulge you as far as I can, because I'm not interested in punishing people with persisting in status quo they don't like, provided they understand that they're asking me a favor and or that I'm indulging their whims, that I didn't do anything wrong. When people tell me to take down videos and they come at it from a perspective of I did something wrong, that's when I have a problem with it. I don't mind helping others clean up after their own mistakes. I make plenty of mistakes. I make a lot of mistakes. So, I have to clean up after my own mistakes. I don't mind helping others clean up after theirs. Just if people fuck up, freaking bugs, these flying spiders. That's what Daddy Longlegs are. Susie pointed that out. Flying spiders. I didn't know that. It freaking makes them more disgusting. Anyway, whatever I was saying, yada 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 yada, media, blah 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 blah. Shut the fuck up, Eric. We're tired of listening to you. I don't blame you. Thanks for lasting this long, and don't forget to eat plenty of cheese.